I love supporting women getting into business. I didn't start my restaurant until I was 46 years old. And before that, I had worked for other people. So the first time I ever did anything entrepreneurial was starting that little tiny restaurant. You know, I'm a big supporter of women in business because I read the other day, there are even fewer women CEOs than there were 10 years ago. So I'm like, come on, girls. This was very important. People said, did you ever think your business was gonna get this big? And I said, I didn't plan it, but I never limited it. I never said, oh, if we could just have 100 seats. I'm like, whatever it needs to be, it will grow into what it needs to be. I had to give myself permission to, I think this is important for women. I had to give myself permission to be successful. And that requires a little bit of inner work. I'm a real caretaking gal. I'm very Southern. My mother, she retired before she took a job where she'd be making more money than my dad. It's just an old cultural thing. And I was like, oh, I'm not sure, because I think it resonates a little bit like, I don't want to get too big, or maybe I'm not worthy of this. And I had to do a lot of work to say, it's okay for me to be successful, own my success. You have to work hard. You have to have skills. You have to fail a little bit. You have to get yourself up, persevere, and make sure that your failures are lessons, right? And they're not so much that you failed, it's that whatever it was didn't work. And so I loved that. It takes the onus off of, oh, I failed, to, man, that didn't work. I opened a restaurant and it didn't work. And I grieved, but it just didn't work. Didn't mean the concept was a failure. It wasn't the right time, whatever. And I was into, okay, that didn't work. What would I do differently? How do I move on? I took the time to grieve and say, man, I thought it was gonna be a great success. It was a little farm to table. That's not what people wanted. They wanted my Lulus. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna give them what they want, and it's gonna be the best that I can make it. And it took a lot of perseverance, but I stuck to it. Here's my biggest piece of advice. You must have a bit of a vision and a plan of where you wanna go, or you must have an intention for that plan to be revealed to you. However, you need to keep an open door for any opportunity that comes your way, and then you have to be centered and grounded enough to actually know that there's an opportunity, and then you might take it and go in a completely different direction. That women who want to be in business, that go for it, man, go for it. You never know. You never know, and it's never too late.